Hello, friends, and good evening. Welcome back to Edwin's ASMR Corner. I'm your host, as always, Edwin. Hello. I hope you enjoyed last week's video. This week, let's just chat and check in. I like doing these videos. I like just being able to hear back from y'all about how life's going, and I like to share a little bit with you what's going on in my life too. And so, before we begin, as always, please feel free to drop down, hit the like button, maybe comment, share, or subscribe. It really helps out the video. Thank you. And now, as you're ready, please feel free to get comfy, to get cozy. And as you're ready, we'll begin. We'll forego our usual body scan today, but we will take a few easy breaths on your own time, just gently allowing each breath to take a little bit more space, to take a little bit more time, letting yourself find a little extra space even between the breaths. Letting the world out there just kind of slow, and letting yourself be present here and right now. Awesome. So for today, I just want to check in and see how you're doing. How are you? How are the things in your life? What's going on? Just taking a few moments here to just ruminate. Take a few breaths, and as you're here, just letting those thoughts and feelings come up. Let them ebb and flow to their natural rhythm. Taking note of the ones that just keep coming up. Maybe challenging yourself to think of a good thing in addition to a bad thing. Maybe that sort of binary doesn't work for you, as things in life tend to stay pretty gray. Just taking a few breaths and just checking in with yourself. Maybe a different way to think about how you're doing now. Maybe something like reevaluating your resolutions for the year. It's mid-March and maybe things have gone to plan. Maybe things have just kind of fallen off. Maybe you were a little optimistic at the beginning of the year or at the end of last year. And now that life started up again, those changes seem to be a little bit tougher. And that's okay. That's exactly why we have these check-ins. not to render judgment, but rather to just honestly reflect on how this first bit of the year has been going. Allowing yourself the lenience to just see yourself for who you are and for what's truly been happening. For me, I've had a pretty delightful start to the year. I was, of course, traveling for the first month, which was absolutely incredible. And then I came back and started a show, which is always tough because when I'm working. And I'm there most of my waking hours of each day, Monday through Friday. And so I only really have the weekends for me. But that's been okay. I feel like, very thankfully, I've been able to maximize my time on the weekends between going out into nature in California and also just staying close in LA and hanging out with my friends. It's been good. And I've also just been extremely grateful and thankful simply to be able to be working. My show is not perfect. There's always something going on that threatens to interrupt my meditative moments. But in spite of all that, I'm so grateful to be working because it's weird out here in LA right now for a lot of my colleagues in the industry. And in spite of that, I've been very fortunate to have work. And even more so to have work with people that I adore and respect. And it just makes me feel very grateful. And it makes those long days with other difficult people and situations just that little bit easier. And so that's work for me, and this year has been extremely fruitful and fulfilling on the front of health and wellness and exercise. I've seen some decisive progress for myself in the gym, and that was something that I've been specifically working on and working towards, to be able to train with greater intensity, and conversely, to be able to rest harder, to be able to continue those intense workouts. And feels like I've been making good progress, which really feels lovely. And yeah, life is pretty good. I'm able to go out and climb and put gas in my car to be able to go do those activities. And yeah, the fact that I can be working and be able to put food on the table, it feels good to simply have these, for lack of a better term, simplicities of life. It's really all I need. And hopefully for y'all, you've been able to have those things as well. and that you have something in your life to be equally grateful for, and you're able to take that time and find peace and love and joy within yourself and within your community, within your life, whatever those things or whatever may be for you. I hope that those things exist. And if they might not in the way that you want for them to right now, I hope that you're able to create that for yourself, that you're able to find agency to create the spaces and the community that you need for yourself. And that if not right now in this moment, maybe the next time we check in another few months, you'll be able to find that thing or that group of things or that whatever that you're also able to feel just an overwhelming gratitude for. So please, I invite you, I implore you to please drop down and leave a comment. Let me know what's happening in your life. Let's find that sort of community even here in our little cozy corner on the internet. I appreciate you all for just tuning in and coming on this journey week after week as I just speak softly into a microphone for some, honestly, not so strangers anymore on the internet. And so, yeah, I'd love to hear what's going on in your life. Fill me in. I'd love to know. And so with that, if there's more day left in your day, then have a lovely rest of your day. And if maybe you're curled up and in your bed, ready to go to sleep, then sleep well and sweet dreams. Good night.